Hello, this video is a reference guide for beginners in kickboxing to help them identify the punches used and become familiarized with them. I hope you find this helpful. Now, let's begin. The jab. The jab is the most basic punch, the first one you learn. The jab is a straight punch with your leading hand, the hand in the front. So if you're right-handed, normally you will have your left hand in front and your jab will be a straight left punch. If you're left-handed, it'll be your right hand and your jab will be a straight right punch. Here I am showing this with Pepe. I am right-handed and he is left-handed. The jab is mostly used to control the distance and pace of a fight. It's not the strongest punch, but it can still do a lot of harm. The jab can be done to the face or to the body, and it's the longest reaching punch. Here, Charmelo is helping me show how it looks without gloves. The cross. The cross is normally the second punch you learn. It's also a straight punch like the jab, except it's done with the rear hand, your stronger hand. If you are right-handed, normally this will be the right, and if you're left-handed, then it will be the left. This punch has a much larger trajectory than the jab, and it also involves full body weight. Unlike the jab, it's a very powerful punch, and it is used for dealing a good deal of damage. It can be used to the face or to the body, just like the jab. The hook. Now we start with the more difficult punches. The hook can be done with either the front or rear hand. It's a horizontal punch done in an arc motion. The arm has a hook shape when you do it, thus its name. It can be used to the head or to the body. The hook is versatile as it can be used effectively at a short or long range, and it can be a devastating punch. uppercut. The uppercut is like a hook, but instead of having a horizontal trajectory, it goes upward in a vertical line. It can be used to the head or body as well, with either the lead or rear hand. It's generally the most difficult punch to master, but it's one of the most destructive and is a highly deceptive tool since it is hard to see it coming and hard to defend against. Many fighters who have mastered this punch use it to go on the inside of their opponent's guard. The overhand punch. This punch is done by punching downwards in a volley motion. It looks like a giant swing and works best at close range since it is very hard to see coming, making it difficult to defend against. It can be done with either the lead or rear hand, although it is commonly done with the rear hand. This punch is meant to be used to the head, but it can be thrown against the upper body area as well. If doing this bare knuckle, it can be effective when striking against the chest or solar plexus. The spinning back fist. This punch is not allowed in regular boxing. It comes from martial arts. This is a punch that strikes with the back of the fist or the bottom of the fist after turning through your back. It's done to the head and is quite powerful if it connects. It can be done with either the lead or rear hand, although it is normally done with the rear hand as it is more natural. The jumping cross, also known as the Superman punch, This technique is also not allowed in regular boxing, but it is used in kickboxing and mixed martial arts. It consists of executing a cross punch while in the air. It is a very powerful punch that lands with the entire weight of the body if done correctly. If done with the lead hand, it would be a jumping jab. However, that is not commonly seen because a jumping jab has very little power and is also not as natural as a jumping cross. It is normally used to the head, but it can also be used against the upper body. I hope this was informative and helpful for you. This video is not a how-to guide, nor is it intended as a technical analysis of each technique here presented. It is merely a reference tool for anyone who is starting their training and needs it. Thank you again for watching. Os.